All right, time for a quick rundown of what's going on with this 3-6 additional practice. What it is just practicing more this idea that functions and stories are related to each other. There's a graph you can make that models something that's going on in the situation. So I'm just going to look at a few of these to just kind of give you a head start on it. It's not terribly long, but just go over a few of them. So first one here. An airplane ascends, that means going up, for 20 minutes. It flies at its cruising altitude for an hour, then descends for 15 minutes. Which graph shows the relationship between time in flight and altitude? So you see here, all these say altitude. That means height above sea level, or above the ground there. And then you got time here horizontally. So as time progresses, what happens to our airplane? Well, it says it ascends for the first 20 minutes. So we want a graph that's going up at the beginning. Oh, this one's going down. So it's not looking like it's going to be it. This one's also going up. So the first and third one are going up. So this one's out. It flies at its cruising altitude for an hour. So if it's staying at the same altitude, it's going to be horizontal there. Well, this one's horizontal. This one's also horizontal. So it's either of those. And then descends for 15 minutes. So this first one here's got a sharp drop off there, and this one's kind of got a more gradual drop off. If this first thing was happening, I want you to see how fast this is going down. This is not a gradual descent. That's like straight down to the ground. This is incredibly fast. This one here, you see it's more gradual as time goes on, it's going down, and this one looks like it almost goes down instantly. And so our option here is going to be C. C, I guess you can fill in the C. So if this were to happen, that would be probably very lethal to all the people in the plane, due to the fact that a change in acceleration usually ends up with people getting hurt. We would probably call that a plane crash if it hit the ground that fast. Not ideal. And then our first one here, it's actually really similar to the one we did choose, except this beginning part. So the beginning part is just saying it started in the air and then descended, cruised for a while, and then descended again. So that's the only part of it that's wrong, is it's starting in the air there. So be aware of that and realize that these things are happening in the function in the graph there do relate to your story. And so I want to jump to another one here, number 3. And this is where you get to write out a situation to match the graph given. And I want to point out what our axes here say. So this one here, our y-axis is saying number of cars, and this x-axis is saying time and hours. So our number of cars is going up, and then it goes down, not all the way, but then it goes back up. So I want you to think about a situation, maybe a place, where the number of cars would go up, and then back down, and then back up. And you're just writing out a situation down here. So ponder a few ideas, see if you can come up with 2 of them. What are 2 different situations where the number of cars would go up, go down, and then back up? And you just have to write one of them. All right, so I had an idea of it being number of cars on just a highway. This could be the kind of the morning commute for number of cars. Usually, people tend to go to work all at the same time, 8 to 10 a.m. sort of area. Well, I guess 7 to 10 area, kind of peaking at about 8:30 to 9:30 or so. And then in the afternoon, it tends to go down. But then after people are done with work, the number of cars on that highway would go up. So there's one option. This could be a number of cars in a parking lot. Say this is a restaurant, and these are the people who are coming in to come eat some lunch. So they come in and eat lunch, and there's that lunch rush for people at the restaurant. Say it's In-N-Out or Kneaders or something. And then it goes back down. But even in the afternoon, there tends to be somebody there eating. And then it can go back up for the dinner rush at the end of the day. So there's a few options for you on what you could write out as your situation to match the graph. So yeah, that's really what this is getting at. You're just trying to match up the graph with the situation. So hopefully that gives you a head start on this, kind of shows you what I'm looking for. Here I do want you to write like actual sentences, periods, capital letters, things like that. But there you go. Write things in complete sentences when you're trying to write situations. And there you go. Good luck.